back, sometimes I won't. I feel good, sometimes I don't.
So basically, we are a player, and we has just gotten into the factory. And with all of this, we need to go here, and basically, after the hour of joy hit, we have come back to the factory 10 years later. All of this is just to know that all of the stuff still somehow is running. And then we get the grab pack, and this grab pack is all of here. And basically, Leaf Pierre made this place. He made the idea, and he made Poppy. And Poppy was his dead daughter. When his daughter died, Leaf Pierre decided to make his daughter into a toy, which we now know as Poppy. And then something big hit a few years later. We hit the Bigger Bodies Initiative. Now, if you don't know what it is, basically, they were starting to make bigger bodies like Huggy. And basically, they used to just make like tiny little toys, like this little fella over here. And they made Huggy Wuggy in 1984. And that is that lore. And basically, every single toy in the factory has eaten everything they find. So basically, all the dead bodies in the later chapters and all the dead toys, like right here, all of these are little toys that were actual. Like, these used to move around and be real toys that they used. And that were living and actually existed. And weren't just like tiny little things. That's why you see there was a ton of blood around them. And basically, after the hour of joy, those 10 years passed. And every single animatronic was still fighting to get into the area. They're still fighting to get... They're still alive. They're all still alive. And, every single one of them needed to eat. Because a lot of them needed to eat, except for the prototype, which we'll get a lot later into this. Basically, all I can tell you about the prototype is that he made the hour of joy happen. And basically, he initiated everything into making the hour of joy happen. And then all of this happened. And now every single toy, they have run out of food. And you are delivered a note at your door. That basically just says, after 10 years, you decide to come back to the toy factory. Because why not? So back to what I was saying. Now I am chapter 2. Every single toy still needed food to actually survive. And when they ran out of food, you decide to come back to go rescue the orphans and stuff, and go save all of the people. And as you can see right here, these toys used to be alive, running and walking toys, but now they're just dead bodies. So basically, every single employee that was there had died, and you came back to go rescue them because you got the note at the door that misspelled disappeared. And basically all it did was just did a ton of stuff. But now if you look here and you get onto this, then you can open it and you can see this exact note. And you can see that there's, if you want to read this, you can read it. But basically, it's experiment 814. And basically, this is Elliot Ludwig's area. He has all of these toys from the he has all these stuff from the orphans and all that. And this experiment was so happen to just be the one that we see later into the chapter. Into chapter 5, which we go all the way to chapter 5, which I will not be playing today. We see that this experiment is the specific experiment where if you would have read that, it would have said hey, our experiment is that we are now taking rats and putting them into the chapter 5 thing called Poppy Gel. And then after we put them into Poppy Gel, we are going to use electricity and shock them back to life. And basically when Giblet came to us.
Sorry.
It's okay, Poppy. You just ruined my video.
I was just trying to put the power back on. Here.
So basically, when Giblet, I don't know his name, when he shocked us back to life, the prototype put us into the thing, and that note said, it did not fully work.
I wanted to, as soon as you get on up here.
So basically, the prototype dipped us into the Poppy Gel, and then Giblet, shocked us. And the experiment said that,
I'll be able to follow you through the fence. This way.
when basically, it said that it did not work fully on rats. And, it would work better on, but they said it would work better on a bigger subject. Yeah, bye, Poppy. I'm not going to save you. So basically, they dip rats into the Poppy Gel and then they do all the stuff I've told you. But they said it would work better on bigger subjects. And, it is possible that we were the bigger subject. We were the rat. And they dipped us in, and the prototype did that. And Giblet accidentally just proved the experiment right. And that is just some simple lore for you guys about the new chapter 5. That's all I really know. I don't really know too much. I just kind of took this off of my research, and, yeah, guys, bye, and see you another day. Peace.